Hello, and welcome to the Referral Tracking Module webinar. This webinar will cover the Referral Tracking Search Screen as well as the Referral Tracking Search Results Screen. Let me give you a brief history on the Referral Tracking module. Referral Tracking was created to provide an efficient way for CCS and GHPP users to record and track case or service referrals while allowing them to enter a minimum amount of details for new and existing clients. Upon completion of the referral tracking application, CMS Net users will be able to determine if there is sufficient information to begin registration into the CCS or GHPP eligibility process. Any information entered and saved in referral tracking can be imported into CMS Net registration, where the data is auto-populated in corresponding fields. Referral tracking will only track and display referrals received from providers and managed or healthy family care plans. Referrals from any other source are entered directly into registration. Referral tracking is not required prior to entry into registration. So let's take a look at the referral tracking module. The referral tracking module can be found by logging into CMS Net web and clicking on the referral tracking menu option near the top left of the screen. Okay. Here you have the referral tracking screen. And the referral tracking screen, again, is used for entering minimal referral details for a new or an existing client, tracking referrals, tracking referral history, notifying providers, the referral source, such as a provider, a medical provider, or a healthy families or managed care plan of an inappropriate referral. It is also used to generate reports. And your referrals that are tracked in referral tracking will also be displayed in PEDI for providers and plans to determine the current status of any pending referral. So again, referral search allows users to search for existing referrals based on selected or entered criteria. Users can also create referrals for new and existing clients and view pending referrals from this screen. So let's take a look at some of the action buttons in the data fields required to search for a referral. And typically you would want to search for a client to see if they are currently known to the CMS or GHPP program before you would create a new referral or a registration on an already existing case. So looking at the screen, you have your pending referral button, and by clicking on that button, it will display all pending referrals for the current user that is logged into the system. And I'm going to go ahead and click on that pending referrals button, and it should display all of the referrals for me as a user that's logged onto the system. And typically it does not take this long, but for some reason it's, we're having a little delayed reaction as far as displaying my results. And I'm going to go ahead and cancel that. And we'll come back to it and see if it, the response time gets any better. Okay, so you also have a date range where you can specify a specific begin or end date to search for referrals. Now these date ranges are based on the referral received date. And as you can see, the system will auto-populate these date fields to a 30-day date range. You have your required, your referral criteria that you can use to search for a referral as well. You have your referral tracking number. This is a unique number that is assigned to a referral upon completion of a referral. And this number can range from anywhere from 7 to 11 digits. So we're going to go ahead and key in a referral number that I have. and it should display the referral. So once you enter the referral tracking number, go ahead, you have to scroll down and click on the Search Referrals button. And there you see the referral that was associated to that particular referral tracking number. And this is what the results screen looks like. But we'll go over this screen during the webinar, later on in this webinar, where we'll go over the results screen. So I'm going to go ahead and click on the back button because I want to be navigated back to the search referral screen so we can talk about some more searches. I'm going to go ahead and delete that referral tracking number out of there. Then you also have a referral type. And if you click on the drop-down arrow, you have an option of searching for referrals by the referral type, a case referral or a service referral. And a service referral is equivalent to a SAR request. And we'll talk about that during another module when we go over entering a service referral for a client. Now, if you're searching for a referral by the type, you must use that in conjunction with these other fields. So if you select a case referral, you want to see all the case referrals, then you have to select a source. So the source could be a Healthy Families Plan, a managed care plan, a provider, an individual, or a group or facility provider. And if you want to drill down further, you can then select the status of the referral. And just for the sake of time, I am not going to define all of the statuses that are listed here, but these statuses are defined in the referral tracking module, which you can go take a look at a later time. Okay. Or if you're looking for referrals from a specific provider or a specific plan, you can indicate that information in the provider or plan number. If you have the provider's NPI number, you would input that NPI number and click the Find button, and it would display the results for that provider, just as any provider search would in the web system. Or if you didn't have the provider's NPI number, or if you didn't know the Healthy Families or the Managed Care Plan number, you can search by the name. And I just gave you an example of how to search. So if you had an NPI number, you can key in that NPI number. I don't have one with me right now, but let's do it by name. I'm going to go ahead and type in Dr. Nakaguchi. And I'm going to go ahead and click on the Find button. And it says no records found. Now that can't be. Let's try that again. Interesting. And I bet you're laughing right about now, huh? Okay. Okay. Normally this should work. I don't know why I'm experiencing problems, but you can search for the provider by their NPI number or by the plan's name or number. Let me try one more thing. Okay, so it's working. So I typed in the Healthy Families Plan number, and my results page is going to show me the plans that have that provider plan number of H377. So if I want to click on that link, it'll populate the name and the plan number, and I can execute a search for referrals that were registered based on this provider as being a referral source. But we're not going to do that because I do not want to display any PHI. So I'm not going to execute that search. And then we're going to go down to, you can always, of course, search by the patient. And this is your typical parent, your typical client search. You can search by their last name, their first name, case number, so on and so forth. to identify that client. Once you've identified that client, you can then search referrals, and it'll bring up any referral pending for that client. Then we have our advanced search, and you can click on the advanced search option, and if you're looking to search for referrals by a particular user, you can identify that user here. If you know the user ID, you can type the user ID here, or if you know the user's last name, first name, you can enter that information and go ahead and select Find. So I want to see all of the plans, all of the referrals that were entered by James Grisham. So I'm going to now select my search referrals, and it's going to display in my results page a listing of all of the referrals that James has entered during that time period. Okay? So let's go and click on your back button. And again, we'll go over the search referral results screen in a minute. So let's talk a little bit about the action buttons at the bottom of your page. You have new referral, and this new referral allows the user to create a new referral for a new or an existing patient, depending on what criteria you have identified in your search criteria. If it's a patient name here, you identified that patient and click on new referral, then it will bring up a new referral for that patient. If you do not have any patient selected and your search for patient is blank and click on new referral, it'll bring up a blank referral screen, which we'll do during the entering and saving a case referral on another webinar. Then you have your search referral. By clicking on this button, again, it's going to execute a search for referrals based on the information that you have identified in your search criteria. And then the last button is reset. And clicking on that reset button will allow you to clear out the information, which we're going to do, that you have currently entered, and it takes you back to a fresh referral tracking screen. So what we're going to do now is, now that we search for a client, we're going to say, oh, this client doesn't exist, or you know the client doesn't exist. Let's go ahead and add a new, let me back up. Before we add a referral, because that's a different webinar, I apologize, I want to show you the referral search results screen. So let's identify Mr. Grisham again. And let's take a look at the referral search results screen. And as you can see, the screen is broken up in various columns. And you have your first column, which is the select. It allows you to select which one of these referrals you would like to review or take an action on. You have your tracking number. This is the system assigned unique referral number that's assigned to a case when a referral is created. And if you notice, we have some unique digits 1 to 7, but then we also have a referral number here that looks like a star number. That's because this particular referral was a service referral. And again, we'll cover service referrals during a different webinar when we talk about reviewing service and entering service referrals. Then you have the date received. And the date received is the date the referral was received. This is the date that that referral was received in your office, okay? Then you have the case number, if this is an active case, or it could be a closed case, or basically if this case at one point had an assigned case number, that case number would appear here, okay? It gives you a referral status. It tells you if the status on that referral is incomplete, if it's pending. And again, these statuses can be looked up in the manual, and you'll define each one of the statuses for you. Then you have your county column. It tells you the county in which the user worked in that issued the referral, or the county that the child was assigned as the child's legal county during the creation of the referral. Then you have the patient's name, you have their date of birth, you have the referral source, what type of provider made the referral, Then you have your referral type. Was it a case referral or was it a service referral? Then it tells you the status of that referral, whether it's received and pending review, if it's been accepted for registration, what action, if any, has been taken on that referral. And again, these statuses are located in your referral tracking module, and you can take a look at those statuses and look at the definition and see what they mean in depth at a later time. It also will give you the provider's name and their NPI number on who actually made the referral. Okay? Now, if we scroll down, you notice we have a new set of action buttons now. We have our back button, okay, and this is if you want to take an action on a referral. Say if you want to select a referral, or if you want to get out of this screen altogether and go back to the previous screen, you would click on the back button. Then again, it takes you back to your previous screen. But I'm going to go back to search referral because I want that result screen again. Then you have your new referral button. Say, for instance, if you wanted to add a new referral, you can, for one of these clients, you can click on this client and you can say new referral, and it'll populate the client detail information that which you have entered on the previous referral. It'll display there, and then it allows you to go in and enter a new referral, but we're not going to do that just yet. And then it's going to ask you, I'm pushing my back button, so it wants to know, you know, there's some unsaved changes. Do you want to exit the screen or save before going back? I'm going to cancel because I don't want to save anything. I just want to get back to the screen. Then you have your view edit referral button, and this button is used to review and edit a referral. If you want to identify, again, a particular referral, you can go select that referral, click on the view edit. It'll display the referral for you, and if you want to change maybe the referral source, or if you want to change the date the referral was received, or whatever, if you want to make some changes to this referral, maybe you want to change the ICD-9 code, add comments, you may do so while it's in edit and review mode. Okay. So let's go back. We also have the continue to registration button. Now this button allows the user to import a referral created in referral tracking into the into the registration module. And then the referral has to have a specific referral status, and conditions do apply for this button to work, which are defined in the referral tracking manual. So if you want to go, you need to go to that manual and look at the different descriptions. But I'll give you one for instance. This referral here, it says it's reviewed pending, it's received pending review. Well, you can't go to registration until you have accepted that referral for registration. So if you were to select this referral and click on your continue to registration button, it will tell you that you are not allowed to go to the registration module because the status has not been changed. Okay? And again, all of that is defined in your manual. I'm just trying to give you a quick review of how the referral tracking module will work for you. Again, the next button will be our continue to SAR button. This button, again, is dependent upon the status and the referral type. So if you select a case referral, you can't continue to SAR on a case referral. It has to be a service referral in order to continue to the SAR module. This will actually take you to the SAR to make changes or to authorize a service that you've entered as a referral. And again, we will cover that during a different webinar when we go into entering and saving a service referral. Okay? So I want to thank you for watching this webinar where we went over searching for a referral in the search results screen. If you have any questions regarding the search module or the search screens or anything in relationship to the referral tracking module, please contact the CMS Help Desk for any questions that you may have. Okay? And again, thank you for watching this webinar.